Wow. Alright. Well, that was actually quite a good nap. I think it's time to head out, so I will be back with you guys soon. Alright, so now... Oh, that is very beautiful nebula. I have not seen that. That's actually quite interesting. So, without further ado, I think all I have to do now is warp once. So, I'm just gonna follow the galactic core, and let's go. We have arrived. In this system, I believe my communicator is gonna get rung? No. I guess not. Alright, so this might actually take a few tries. I guess I'll be genuinely back with you guys soon. Well, I've got another dreadnought to destroy, so I guess let's make that happen. So I probably should have mentioned this before, but if you want an S-Class module for your freighter, it's random. So it's not like a guaranteed thing, or like a guaranteed type of module, but it is an S-Class module that you can get for your freighters. You can destroy the dreadnought, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to walk? What am I talking about? I guess I'm going to fly into this freighter, and I'm going to request or actually demand payment. I'm going to demand it. Hello, you little shit. I demand all of your money. The outlaw resignedly empties their coffers. And that is how you get 6.7 million units, just by saying, damn you, give me your money. That's it. That's all it takes. Oh, what's going on? Ah, here we go. This is it. The object before me appears to be a sort of ship thrown together from scrap metal and shards of Atlantid. It moves with a pulse-like rhythm. Hello. 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 Which? Who speaks? Where entity? Warn entity? Warn. An interesting perspective. Telemon entity would agree, but your signal is clearer now. I see you as a pre-built entity. Ask who this is. The voice is silent a moment before responding simply. I am Divergence Fragment T.O.A.A. That is a name. A canon name, by the way. Ask about their ship. My ship? The voice makes a sound like laughter. I understand. My shell does resemble a ship. Like any autophage, I salvaged and built this body. I simply required a shell that could fly. I built myself not long after Korvax Prime was destroyed. Speed was critical. And you? I think... Yes, I have located the correct pre-built entity. You are the disruptor. I am. It is evident. Your frequency is unconventional. You wear a Telemon entity, and you are free. The autophage pauses. I have not hailed you without reason, and I do not wish to waste time, mine or yours. I will make my query direct. Have you seen beyond the Crimson? I have seen the Atlas. Yes? You have seen within the interface disruptor. Then you know, Atlas is more than Korvax mythology. I feel something blaze in my suit, as though the Atlas is asserting its existence through the fragment. My starseed is glowing hot. Show starseed. Yes! This is from Atlas. A spark. A seed. I am old, Disruptor. I have been flying a long time. I have seen the interface stations, the diamonds in the dark. I trust my observations and my calculations. You can interface with the Atlas. You can rebuild her. The voice suddenly takes on a new intensity. Its energy is palpable, sparking across the relay. What do you know of the Void? Our autophage progenitor. Our Atlantid. Show the Atlas Scepter staff. The strange ship seems to examine my offering with approval. Yes. Proof of her return. Her physical manifestation. I pity the remains of the Convergence. Their grief limits them. Her disconnection has reduced them to a single fragile mind. Autophage are no longer Korvax. We do not need to grieve. We know she is not gone. She is spreading, growing beneath the surface, but the walls of glass are thick. She needs just one seed and one scaffold. What do they want? I am ignited by possibility and have not been sufficiently direct. I wish to request your help. This is an opportunity to restore what was lost so long ago. We have all we need. Atlantidium, your anomalous signal. Atlas, all that remains is assembly. I agree to help. I believed you would help, Disruptor. There is a warmth in the metallic voice. I have not seen Atlas. I cannot enter its crimson diamonds, but I have seen the evidence of your spark seed. Atlas has accepted your input before. This could be the scaffold. Search the dissonant planets. Scan for what your eyes cannot see. Compile a seed. Atlas will respond. It will not have forgotten her data. She will return in stellar multitudes. Interesting, right? Very interesting. So I was actually going to a remote autophage signal that I pinged myself, but I guess I don't need to do that now. Memories of Atlantid, forgotten void data. The howling of an advanced intelligence banished to oblivion, a reverberation in sentience and crystal. Each memory in this data packet is an entire reality in itself, bearing the fingerprint of countless lives. The Atlas will recognize this seed. So it requires 3 echo seeds and 1 quantum computer, so I will be right back. We meet again. Disruptor. The metallic voice is pinched tight with anticipation. You have the data, the seed. I do. I did craft it off screen, so. This is well compiled. An echo of what was, or an echo of what was, of what could have been, of her. Disruptor. This seed can grow a new prime. And then, more, trillions, across the ley lines. For a time, the voice is consumed by static. When the signal finally stabilizes, the autophage is mid-sentence. Components. The scaffold and the back door. Repeat that. Ooh. Components, the scaffold, and the back door. What about the scaffold? To accelerate her manifestation, the crystal lattice requires a scaffold. Atlas is the optimal scaffold, unlimited access, the route to her reconnection. The back door, I'm assuming that's us. That is you, Disruptor. Atlas favors you, grants you audience. You are its flaw, a back door to the architecture of reality. Plant the seed discreetly. To grow a memory is a subtle act. But Atlantid will not cause damage. This data was once part of Atlas. You are bringing her home. Interesting, right? Very interesting. So, I mentioned in the last video, or in the last episode, about the Void Mother. We are bringing her back into manifestation. So, very intriguing, right? We meet again, Atlas. You. The Crimson Liar, the destroyer of my people within the simulation. You will learn what it feels to purge. The Atlas has created the infinite, yet the only reality I know is this one. The only time I have seen is now. How much past does the Atlas still contain? How many long dead stars? Sideload the memories of Atlantid. Orphan data detected. Mounting compatible archives. Timeline conflict detected. Locating suitable memory block for resolution. Searching system timeline. That's my system. That's where the Prime resides. My Prime. File system access error. Purple period. Timeline cannot be resolved. Anomaly breach detected. Function. Preserve system integrity. purging dissident interface from network. The interface begins to shut down, extinguishing the lights of its terminal line by line. The hum of the machine falls silent. Only a single source of light remains on the screen, a string of characters blinking against the darkness. Touch the characters. That's autophage language. 1,000 voices cry out at once, and the screen reignites, awash with color. The terminal has become a kaleidoscope of images, endless memories streaming from the data packet into the interface. Where are? Is this real? Can you hear us? Interface sideload complete. Generation access granted. Memory payloads prepared. Let's select payload A. The data on the terminal shifts, suddenly focused. As the images slow, they become more clear. I feel them stretch from the screen and begin to wrap themselves around my own mind. Witness memory. Uncharted. The Atlas interface fades away. I gaze across empty skies, empty plains, unmarked by the constructs of civilization. No one has claimed this system. Its worlds are wild and unspoiled. Manifest this memory. Seed payload A set. Uncharted. The terminal continues to overflow with images, fragments dancing between the Atlas and the packet I assembled. Each of these countless memories is its own reality, carrying the fingerprint of a galaxy of lives. Another set of memories pulsates across the screen. As I watch, I feel their echoed lives begin to resonate within my skull. Witness memory tighten. I brace myself. Our ship has been seized by the atmosphere of a monumental planet. The gravity and pressure here is immense. This almighty body is a gas giant. Storms rage all around me, larger than worlds and older than centuries. A host of moons circle overhead. Manifest it. Titan. Interface bridge, steady. Continue C generation. Yes. The memories that flood the terminal do not go away when I close my eyes. I feel them seeping into me, merging with my own. Horror. I hasten back to my research facility, slamming a hand against the door controls. These eggs are fascinating, but the brood is fast and deadly. The door rolls closed. I hear the scraping of claws and mandibles against metal. Manifest this memory. Seed payload set. Horror. All core payload memories defined. Timeline merge 4924G. Viable. Examine the assembled output. Manifestation parameters defined. Lifeform, uncharted. Primary celestial body, gas giant. Secondary celestial body, nest of horrors. Let's lock in. Propagating timeline 4924G to local scaffold matrix. Touch the characters. The cloud of memories that swarmed around the interface collapses, their infinite dance of possibilities coalescing to a single reality. The terminal falls silent. I feel a sudden sharp sense of dislocation of the strangeness of my own body. What am I doing here? What have I just done? And that was a lot. Huge lore drop, I know, but it's crazy. And it's great. Now we must recommune outside. I felt it, Disruptor. I felt it. An ache in my own crystals. A burst of life. She has manifested a star. Let's inspect the galaxy map. Stellar manifestation. Erase sector restored. This is a purple system. Did you see her? I saw a restored star. Ah, yes, and no. The star is both a memory and a manifestation. both restored and reborn. Matter and time are orthogonal, orthogonal. Prime, as was, cannot exist in the now. But she is returning. Let us see for ourselves. Trace a route through the stars. I will try to follow. How do I get there? I built my body in haste. My vision is limited. But yours? A scanner sweeps over my starship. The autophage is assessing. Of course, your ship is not compatible. Her space will always be dissonant within this reality. I have an idea. Over the years, I have detected an anomalous space station. There is a construct aboard, a complex entity. They know many things. They will know how to configure your hyperdrive. So you know the anomaly. I theorized you would, Disruptor. Its form resembles yours. It is free. Okay. Mention Polo. I do not question your friend is wise. But they do not know the glass. They cannot help here. Mention Hyperion. A pre-built engineer. No, they will not have this knowledge. Find the construct. Let us meet again in dissonant space. Alright. So now I have to learn the Atlantid drive blueprint. And to do that, we have to speak to the construct aboard the anomaly. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So now we are here. Back in the anomaly. Let's go back to the construct. Hey man. It's been a bit. Not too long. Other entity. You entity. It is you. It was you? I felt something. Sky rattle. Glass boom. What did you feel? I felt everything. Strange feel. Crystal Lake. Ripple through the shell. Ripple through built others. I heard them feel. Many voices raised, shouted, sang. Interesting. A star. It is. Built others were always looking. They looked for her. They looked. They have found. She has breached. It is what I felt. Ask about the Atlantid drive. I remember the ship configuration. Here. Thank you for that. Now you remember too. Let's tell them about the dissonant entity. T.O.A.A. Lost Other. I have heard them. Very old, large shell, large memory. Not danger. Ask about the dissonant space. Dissonant. Not possible space. Space was lost. Gap was folded. But she has returned. I felt it. You will be safe, other entity. Determined. Not possible space is anomaly, but you are anomaly too. Ship configuration is safe. I would like to see not possible space 2, other entity, would be anchored. Call for anomaly shell there. We will follow. I will. Alright. Let us recommune. Back in the ship. And I need some Atlantid. Well, no, I don't need Atlantid. And I have done it. I have installed the drive. Whoa. Hey, relax. Now I must reach the restored system. So that would be where? Oh, this goes far. Oh, this goes really far. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. It's there was a system before that. Okay, here we go. And here we are. We have reached the restored system. And there is the massive gas giant. This is Memory B. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. I have anchored the anomaly to the purple system. Now we must recommune with the assembled construct. Where? Nowhere. We are here, in the not possible space. I know, in my shell parts, in Echo Souls. But this space is still not possible. Lost Other cannot enter. What do you mean? This space is still hazy, part glass, part crimson dream. Your lost entity cannot enter. T.O.A.A. Not possible space is unbound, but us, we, you. Polo builder builds with an unbound mind. Anomaly shell slips between. Not possible space could become possible. Unbound polar builder could study the glass, find this space, make it real. How do you feel here? Strange feel. Body shell and anomaly shell are double shell. Inside is home, outside is outside. But outside has home feel too. Strange feel is undefined, but thank you, other entity. Kind of ask. The construct nods farewell. They continue to watch me curiously. Interesting, so now we must speak with Polo. Hello, Mr. Polo Man. I find Polo deeply absorbed in a matrix of figures. Hello. Curious data here, traveler friend. Very curious. Polo gives me a knowing look, their eyes twinkle. The universe changes, stars grow and fade, worlds bubble up or split apart. Always so much to learn. I do not claim to know it all. But here and not here should be simple. Places exist or they do not exist, yes? No. The anomaly reports something else. Our home has docked in the in-between. It is curious, yes? Let me explain. I tell Polo about the memories of Atlantid and how the Atlas restored this dissonant system. The Gek nods along, their expression growing brighter with every word. Oh, traveler friend, you are always full of surprises. New memories, new space, new reality? Are you same you from last meeting? Am I same Polo? It is marvelous not to know. Let's tell him about the entity. An autophage ship. These self-constructs are clever mechanics, shape themselves into any and every format with right salvage. Your T.O.A.A. friend, though, I think they will not be permitted in this space, at least not yet. Let's ask about the not possible space. Not possible space? A strange way to speak, yes? This space is possible, just not easy to find. None should be permitted. Your permission is given by Atlas, and Anomaly Station does not ask. Ask about anomaly technology. I am proud of our home. We have ways to slip through corridors. Atlas does not see. Polo makes a quick calculation, their brow furrowed. Yes, traveler friend. I think we could do it. Open system permissions. Welcome all friends here. But have you spoken to Nada friend? Atlantid, Atlas. These are difficult subjects. Please, first, speak kindly with Nada. I may as well, because, you know, the whole Crimson Lyre situation. Might as well. Where are we, traveler entity? Nada felt suddenly weightless. The hunt of the convergence lifted. It is as though Nada is invisible. Explain the situation. I tell Nada about meeting T.O.A.A. and how the unusual autophage helped me to compile memories of Atlantid from the seeds of Korvax's echoes. I'm going to avoid naming the Atlas. I explain that this system is restored from one of those Atlantid memories, but stumble to avoid naming the Atlas. Nada interrupts, looking sympathetic. It is alright, friend entity. Nada is grateful for soft words, but Crimson Lyre is irrelevance. Atlas Falsity did nothing. This Atlantid is born of the memories friend entity compiled. Matter from minds, a universe in every soul. Beauty, but also sadness. So many minds, so much data, erased and forgotten. Echoes, divergent, extinguished. Prime was home to so many souls, friend entity. Innumerable to non-Korvax's mind. Nada cannot explain the depths of this loss. Discuss opening up the system. I explain what I discussed with Polo. This system is an anomaly, disconnected from the universe, but it does not have to be. We could devise a way to allow others into this space. Access for Lost Builder entities. Nada is quiet for a moment, thinking. This system is an old place, from before Nada was divergent, yet Nada is here. Friend entity has caused paradox. This whole space is also divergent, an error outside of order. Here, Convergence cannot reach Nada. Safety for errors. A sanctuary. Lost entities also deserve sanctuary, but we cannot know what it means to open the system. Cannot know if Nada's electronic voice wavers. Will friend entity give some time? Nada wishes to think. Okay. Now I must talk to Polo about expanding access. Polo looks past me, concern glinting in their eyes as they watch their Kovacs friend. The moment passes quickly. Polo reassumes their characteristic warmth. Driver friend, do not worry for Nada. I will worry. They will be fine. I have looked at system data, and had help from clever construct friend. Very high confidence in schematic, yes? Our experiment together. Yes, let's read it. A reality anchor. So, crystallized helium you get from gas giants. Quartzite you get from non-activated planets in the purple systems. Explore system for us all. Take joy in crafting. I will talk to Nada friend. Whew. Okay. Well, I'll be back. I'm gonna hop onto the gas giant, get my materials, hop onto another one of the moons, and get some of the quartzite, and I will recommune. Alright, I've gotten the materials. I've made it. That took a while. But let's do this. You look excellent, traveler friend. A big adventure, yes? It was quite a big adventure. How was it to step upon Titan Planet? Did world feel real? Feel possible? It did. Check this out. A perfect job, traveler friend. It is grounded in these worlds, you see? Built from the earth. Proof that this space is possible. Nada friend and I had a long talk. They are fine, and they have best idea for anchor. They are waiting for you. They will explain. Okay. Let's see. What do you plan to do with this anchor? I'm interested. Friend entity has touched the remade worlds, absorbed old memories into your own. May Nada see? Yes. Nada touches the anchor, nodding thoughtfully. Polo friend is wise. Nada's relic machine holds a version of the old places, not as they are now, but as I remember them, as many minds remember, living in simulation. Old will meet reborn, two streams merge and create their own river. Bind this system, I offer it willingly. Ask what will happen. Old places and now places will bind, make new path, attach floating system to reality scaffold. All will be permitted to enter. After that, Nada does not know. Crimson entity will see signal. Convergence may also see, may continue their hunt for Nada shell. But Anomaly home is safe. Nada knows, fear is no way to live. Thank you. Nada trusts you, friend entity. Let us welcome others. It is right to try. I suppose that's true. So, now I have to make my way to the Terminal Prime. Alright, here we go. Okay, back here. And again, this thing, every time I get near it, it's a pang to the heart. Secondary simulation 19. Ooh, that's a very interesting number, by the way. The ancient computer unlocks immediately. I can somehow feel Nada's presence here. Their electric pulse in the wires. Nada entity authorization detected. Mainframe node connected. Space anomaly. Let's bind this system. Oh. Loading instruction set. Reality anchor. Parsing this system. Parsing simulation 19. Viable timeline exertion found. Patching different 1616X. Red. Response. Write access denied. Something has gone wrong. The same error prints over and over. Write access denied. The machine's ancient speakers click. Nada's voice filters through the static, soft and thoughtful. An error, friend entity. Anchor alone cannot bridge reality gap. Plan almost succeeded. Nada thinks it still can. Which reality do we see, friend entity? Is it first? Is it last? Nada thinks you understand. Friend entity is the breach, the anomaly, the free. The breach can be the bridge. It will need something of yourself, if you are willing. Alright, I agree to try. Friend entity is generous and right to try. But before the seed, a scaffold, a small device to assemble. It will be beautiful, the stars will be a lifeboat, and all of space a little more free. An anomalous scaffold. I actually have the stuff for that, so I can make that right now. Alright, it's made. Let's go back, touch the interface. Am I gonna have to go through the same thing again? Okay, no. Mainframe node connected, space anomaly. Let's align the anomalous scaffold. Instruction set, reality anchor, anomaly breach protocol. Parsing this system, parsing simulation 19. Viable timeline excursion found, patching diff 4924G, that's our timeline. Response, timeline authenticated. Response, write this signature. Interesting. The machine hums, its frequency aligned with the gentle vibration of the scaffold. All it requires is me. I'm gonna offer my hand. There is a sharp, sudden pain as something incorporeal pierces my palm. Color floods the scaffold as gold, glass, and the crimson of my own blood merge and freeze within its delicate crimson lattice. That is quite literally my color scheme. I feel lightheaded, as if the machine has absorbed some part of my being. Crystal lattice propagating. Multitudes. As the machine is locking down, I hear something else. She whispers through my bones, her voice like distant thunder. Thank you, traveler child. Interesting, right? That was the Void Mother. She spoke to us directly. Isn't that insane? I wonder what's gonna happen with this, because as of recording, we don't know what happens next. We have still yet to receive part 4 of this ARG, but I am eagerly looking forward to it. Disruptor. I warped. I followed, but I never arrived. I was elsewhere. Something shifted just now. Something is still shifting. Inspect the galaxy map. All erased sectors restored. Every single one has been restored. Every single erased sector that was deleted by the Atlas has been resurrected. I don't understand. The autophage seems momentarily lost for words. When they speak again, it is very softly, murmuring to themselves as though forgetting I am even here. The arrival of the Disruptor. Across the ley lines, in stellar multitudes. Through indomitable will, she has returned. T.O.A.A breaks from their reverie. They address me once more. Disruptor, this is a historic event for all autophage, for all beings. I must fly. I need to see the star, all these stars, for myself. Thank you. Let us meet again another time. Goodbye, T.O.A.A. And that is in stellar multitudes. It is done. And there we go. Now this whole system is mine to explore. And I can't believe it. All for me. All for little old me. Very intriguing. Very intriguing indeed. So, we just resurrected the Void Mother. She is there. She is here. And she is within all of us. So, everything that you have seen, it has all led to this moment. And, as far as I know, we are done. There is nothing more to be done. Now, I just go explore. I go explore. And nothing else will stop me. As far as I know, she resides within me, and so does the Atlas. And now, I must journey forward.